Hi guys, my name is Tess and welcome to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I would like to discuss with you all of the books I read in January 2024, although it's like the end of February when I'm filming this video, but just yesterday I was thinking that it could be a really nice idea to give you guys some new books inspiration or just to discuss some of the books I read during the January and also maybe give you some tips and tricks how to read more books. In January, I read in total 10 books. Mostly what I'm reading are like novels, self-development books, some spiritual books, as well as some nutrition books. So I think that we can dive right into it. I will try to also set a few sentences about the books, my small review, and also like how many stars I gave to each book. And I have my computer with me because I don't remember all the authors, and also I just have a small note on each book. If you read the same books or if you have some more recommendations for me, which book you might think that I would like, you can please write it down in the comment section. I really like to fill my to-read list with different books, so please feel free to do it. The first book I read was Mindset Matters Most by Grasso Brian, and I gave this book 2 stars. In this book, Brian is giving you some ideas or insights like why your mindset matters the most and how your mindset can basically influence your whole life. In this book, you will also find some different exercises and just also like psychological insights and impacts about your mind, and also some short notes or short advices how you can overcome your negative mindset and how your mindset can really change your life. He will also mention in the book how you can overcome your fears, your limiting beliefs, your self-doubt. And I also have this small note that he will also tell you how you should reframe like all of the negative things that happen to make them more like positive and learn something from them. Also why it's so beneficial to have grown mindset. But what I really thought that this book is quite very small, it's quite cute, but still I gave it like 2 stars because it was something what I read before so many times, and I read so many books about mindset in general and I haven't really learned anything new, and I just thought that there are just some insights like put together. But at the same time, what I really liked about this book that Brian went straight to the point. He didn't like write a lot of sentences about some concepts, and it was really directly to the point. Also, another thing what was really great when you are new to reading some books about mindset, that he's also giving you some strategies you can implement in your life. But if you have read some other books about your mindset and about your mind in general, this book may not be really for you because it's really short, but still it's quite well written, so you may also find it quite interesting. But this is just my personal opinion that I read it before so many times, and yeah, maybe I would expect this book to be more deeper in the concepts. So another thing on my list is Make Your Bed, Little Things That Can Change Your Life and Maybe the World by William McRaven, and I gave this book 4 stars. I really like this book that William is like giving you some insights and lessons he learned while he was in a Navy SEAL. I just needed to look it up, and he's just telling you how you should have like personal responsibility, how resilience is very important, and how really you need to commit to your daily habits because it's the only thing that will influence your life either positively or negatively. He also gave like a small action he is doing, or you even or us we can do on a daily basis, that are very small steps but they are so powerful, and it's really started with making your own bed. And he was just explaining all of the ideas how simply you can just transform your life with small daily habits. Just all of those small habits will at the end really matter, as those are really forming your life. And I think that this book was very well written and I really enjoyed this book so much. He was also like reading this book as a form of like storytelling or his personal experience, and he also said all the things about teamwork, resilience, resistance, and also just like how this discipline really matters in life. I think that it was really nice that it was like a storytelling. It also guides you on actionable steps you could take in your daily living. And I just think that also if you read some other books about discipline and I don't know, just how to make your small habit, I think this book was really different. I also read so many books about habits and how actionable small steps matters, but I really found this book interesting because it was really storytelling about his personal experience in being in military. So I was really grateful that I found this book, and it was also very short, very sweet, very to the point, and you also learn a lot from this book. Another book which is a little bit different than the previous one is The House on Mango Street. I also gave this book 2 stars, but okay, I need to tell you something, guys. All of my books, I rate them around like 2-3 stars, sometimes 4, and it's so hard for me to give a book 5 stars because I think I will just check because I already read in total almost 400 books in my life. I read so many books and it's so hard for me to find something new in the book and also to just maybe enjoy the stories and the novels and learn something. I'm also right now trying to quit reading like self-development because I think that it is just everything the same, just written in different words. So right now I'm also trying to focus more on finding books related to nutrition and fitness and things that interest me. So also I'm very critical. My zodiac is Virgo. If you are into astrology or anything, you may know how self-critical and critical we are in general. So that's why, you know, I maybe can also tell you like what is the rating on Goodreads because you cannot just judge based on my rating, okay? So for the Mindset Matters the Most on Goodreads, it has 3.66 stars from 5. Make Your Bed, it has 4 stars on Goodreads. I also gave it 4 stars. It was really nice. The House on Mango Street, I gave it 2 stars. It has 3.69 stars. I think that this book, The House on Mango Street, may be very well known in the US. I think that you need to read this book when you're on high school or something. I'm not quite sure. I enjoyed the story, but still I read so many better novels, and it was about like Latina girl growing in the neighborhood of Mango Street in, I think it was in Chicago. It was also like sweet book that she was just searching for her own identity, and she was just, you know, guiding you through her dreams and experiences and aspirations. But I just think that I am quite old for this book. Maybe if you are a teenager, you might found this book more interesting. If you like some kind of novels about a young girl who is just trying to maybe, I don't know, to fight in this world of poverty and everything, you might find this book interesting. It was also like very short. It had 110 pages, so it was quite short book. The storytelling was quite nice. It was also maybe empowering for someone. It just was not really my style. As I said, I read so many books and I just didn't feel that this story is like unique or anything. So this is just my personal opinion. If you have 100 people in the same room, 100 people are different. We have different tastes. We have like different life and everything. So please do not judge me based on my ratings. It is what it is. Another book what I read was Small Things Like These by Claire Keegan. I gave it 2 stars again, sorry. And the general rating is 4.19 stars. So it's very short novel. So also I read like 10 books, but they were quite short. It has 128 pages. Also what I really thought about this book, this is quite short novel, but you also have a lot of things to think about. But the only thing what I really didn't like, I don't really enjoy to reading novels that are based in the past or in history. I think it's in 1960s or something. It was about a man who had like some moral dilemmas because he found a girl who was desperate for help. You know, he was just trying to weigh all of the decision, how it will influence not only him but also the community he lived in. And also this book just explored the topics like the family, the community, the guilt and everything together. So if you are into those kind of topics and if you like the novels that are based in the past, you may also like this novel as well. What I really like it was that it captures some type of belonging to the community, so it also gave me a little bit more of perspective. It just wasn't really for me. I don't quite enjoy those books which are like around these topics. Then another book was the communication book, 44 ideas for better conversations every day. I gave it a rating of 3 stars and the Goodreads has 3.76 stars. And this book is by Mikael. I'm not going to try to pronounce it because I don't really want to say some names by Mikael and Roman. Okay, let's go with it. And it has 208 pages. What I really liked about this book that it's very comprehensive and is really going straight to the point and is giving you some small and basic ideas how you can improve your communication in your daily life and also to improve the interaction with people in general. And also what was really nice about this book that it's also mixed from like psychological view as well as from communication theory. So it was also really short, very sweet book, straight to the point. And they will give you like the title says, like 44 different ways or like steps or actions you can really do to improve your communication. So if you are struggling how to communicate with people, you might find this book helpful. It will maybe give you some ideas how you can improve your communication skills, as well as how to build more meaningful connections with other people. And also it will teach you from some active listening techniques and strategies about understanding and empathy. But also what I really liked about this book, that it's not only like for your personal use, but also you can use those strategies and actions in your professional career or in a professional way. And also I think that these books and these chapters are very easily digestible, and I think that it's for people who are also from different backgrounds. And if you don't know anything about psychology, you don't need to worry. It's really easy and it's a really nice book, I would say. But why I gave it like 3 stars was because I already read some books about communication and it was like cute, but nothing what I haven't read before. So that's just my opinion. But I think if you haven't read any book about communication, you might find this book very helpful, as it is really giving you 44 ideas and actionable steps how to improve it. Then another book what I read was Fitness Nutrition from the company I did my personal training from. It's called ISSA, and I gave this book 5 stars and the general Goodreads rating is 4.43 stars. And this book is 464 pages long. And I don't know if I should talk more about this book because it's basically for nutritionists. What I really liked about this book, that it's very well written and it was just meant for my course, but I also know that you can just buy this book online, and if you are interested into learning some basic nutrition concepts, you might really like this book. In this book we had so many different topics covered, such as macronutrients, micronutrients, nutrition coaching, nutrition business and everything. I also done a video about ISSA nutrition course. I will try to link it somewhere or in the description where you can see what this course and this book is all about. But I just really like it. It was really nice design, really nice chapters, very easy to digest all of the information. It had really nice structure, it was informative, and I had no background in nutrition. It was like the first book I ever read about fitness and nutrition in general, and I really enjoyed this book. Another book what I read was 1 Minute Manager by Kenneth Blanchard. I'm not a native speaker and I don't want to say those names in the wrong way, so I will just say, yeah, it was right by Kenneth, and I gave it 3 stars and the Goodreads rating is 3.95 stars. And this book is also very short and sweet. It has 111 pages. I really enjoyed this book because also it was written in some kind of like storytelling, and I think that is a traditional business book which gives you some insights about how important it is to be a great manager. The only thing why I give it like 3 stars, because I am not in some kind of managing position or something, but also I found this book very interesting and inspirational. I just read many books about like managing people and coaching, etc. So I also found some concepts already written in other books. So it was like from the perspective of a young manager who was trying to improve his managing skills, and he was learning learning it on the way from like the better manager. And this book is talking about how important clear communication is, goal alignment, and also timely feedback. So if you are interested in all of those topics, how to improve maybe your communication with the peers, or if you are a supervisor, this book might be really sweet for you, and you will just read it very easily. It's very short, but I really like it that it was really short, and also you had some reasonable and actionable steps you could do to improve your communication with your peers and to improve your language if you are trying to learn how to properly manage the people in a more like comprehensive way. You may not find this book really helpful because, like I said, it's only like 100 pages long, and it's also like written in a form of storytelling, but still it was very sweet. And if you are in these business topics, why not to read this book? Another book what I read was by Library Mindset, 100 quotes that will change your life. I was just bored one evening because we didn't have anything to watch, and I just saw this book on the Facebook, so I just started reading it. I gave it like 3 stars, and the rating on Goodreads is 4.05 stars, and it was like a collection of different quotes. Basically, you just had 100 different quotes from ancient philosophers to some modern leaders, and if you just like some short quick messages, this book may be for you. I gave it like 3 stars because I already read all of those quotes on internet, on Instagram. I heard it in other books as well, as I don't know, I just saw it online, you know, so you are not going to find any like special quotes. It's very basic, and you may find those quotes online. I think that majority of you will know at least some of the quotes because they are like those typical motivational quotes you will find in a lot of videos or on your Instagram feed. But if you are like looking for a quick inspiration or motivation, you can just, you know, read some of the quotes. You might feel better about your life, and you will just find motivation to change something or do something productive. So if you want short and sweet book as well, why not? Instead of like going on Google to search for some quotes, you can have it in one book. This book has like 102 pages. Then I have 2 more books to talk about. I read the book Who Moved My Cheese by Spencer Johnson. I gave it like 2 stars. The Goodreads rating is like 3.86. I'm so sorry, I'm so critical. I'm the worst. If someone is from like a book community here, you may not like me. Okay, so this book is 98 pages long, and it's written in a perspective of 2 mice who are in a maze searching for a cheese. It's like, it's so sweet. It just wasn't really for me. In this book you will find like some basic concepts about the nature of change and how different individuals may respond to it, and you can also find some lessons about adaptation, resilience, and how to just embrace the change. It's very short. It's also like sweet, but I don't know, I just didn't really enjoy it. When I also wrote something about threads about this book, also many people said the same thing, that it's not like really their cup of tea. So I hope that I'm not the only one who didn't really enjoy this traditional book. But of course, some of you may like that this book is so short and the lessons are very simple and straightforward, but some of the people may really lack the deep in this book. So I don't know, I prefer to read like longer books which goes into more deeper exploration of the topics and not just like simple ways. But still, you might like it if you have nothing to read. Why not? Maybe you can try it. And the last book that I read in January was Don't Believe Everything You Think by Joseph. I gave this book 3 stars and the Goodreads rating is 3.78. And also this book was quite short. It was like 99 pages. I don't know, in January I was reading on like short books, I have the feelings. But also like the nutrition book was quite longer, and in February I was reading like longer books, but I think I will make a separate video on this topic as well. And what I think about this book, that it was quite insightful, like examination of how human minds or how human brains work. And his writing was really like clear, and I can say that it was also engaging and everything, and also it brings some also psychological concepts about all of those topics. And also this book will give you some critical ways how you can overcome your cognitive biases and how to be like better at thinking. As the book says, don't believe everything you think. But I know that some people may find it a little bit like challenging or uncomfortable to just, you know, dive deep into their biases, and if they are biased towards some topics or no. Maybe it will give you also some ideas why are you biased towards some topics or towards some concepts. But it can be, of course, like a valuable tool for your personal growth and development. So I don't know what I should say more about this book. It's just basically one of those self-development books that you may feel interesting, but it will not radically change your life. It will just give you some basic concepts, or it will just guide you on some topics you may be interested in, and then you will dive deep into more longer books. So if you will just find some topics interesting, you can find another book related to your mind as well. So I think that was it from all of the books I read in January. I tried to make this video very short. I just tried to go straight to the point and give you maybe some book recommendation. Also, if you want to read any of the books, please just let me in the comment section down below if you have any more books that I would probably give like 4 or 5 stars. Also, please give me some recommendations because I'm so critical and it's just so hard for me to be fully satisfied. So please, if you have any good books I could read, give me some ideas in the comment section. And also, if you are guys on a Goodreads, I would really like to follow you or connect with you. So I will maybe put in the description down below my Goodreads name or my link to my Goodreads profile, so we can like connect there and we can just, you know, share some insights about the books. So yeah, I think that is it for this video. Thank you so much guys for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. You can comment down below, share this video or anything. And yeah, I hope that you will all have an amazing day and talk to you later.